Hello guys, so today we have my week 4 battle against Juleocesar and the Welcome to Sun and Moon tour. So I brought Dark this week because I saw that he used a lot of Ghosts and Poison, and Dark had a pretty good matchup versus that. I was also thinking about bringing Ghosts, but chose not to because I tried laddering with Ghost of it just to see how I am with it, and I'm not very good with Ghosts, so not bringing that. So I chose to bring Dark, and it really backfired on me because he brought a type that I didn't even see he used at all. So he brought Water this week, and if I brought my Stall Water team, which this alt right here, he actually knew this alt, which really took me back because I haven't really told people about this alt, and I don't really want them to know because I got rank 1 on the ladder with this alt, and I only use Stall Water. So I don't want people knowing I have this auto win condition in the back, because that's basically what Stall Water was. But yeah, I didn't want them knowing, and if I brought it this week I would have won because his matchup versus Stall Water is pretty bad. His defogger is weak to T-Spikes, and if this is his defogger, I don't remember if it was defog Pelipper, but if this was his defogger, it's weak to T-Spikes, and this thing I can wear down with Lantern as well as throwing off Toxics and stuff like that. I have a wall to everything on this team with Stall Water, but we chose to bring Dark, and the matchup was pretty bad in our favor because we're not even regular Greninja, we're Ash Greninja. So he has this to wall me. This could take any hit, this could take any hit. Yeah, it was not a good matchup. So we're gonna start the game. I'll spoil it for you. I didn't play that well, and also the matchup was pretty bad. So yeah, gonna lead off with Greninja, predicting his Pelipper, and just fire up a Dark Ball to see the damage. I was hoping he'd be like Specs Tapu Fini and I could wear that down, but looking at his team, he's probably not. So I'm just gonna go into my T-Tar here in the Lantern, take the Toxic, whatever he wants to do, Wall Switch, whatever, and he goes for Thunder Wave. So I'm like, alright, he's gonna get up my rocks here as he goes in the Pelipper. So I'm ready in the back right now. I try to get up my rocks anyways. I should not have done this, should not have taken this damage, and I also get punished by getting Thunder Wave. So now I gotta go into my Hoopa here on the skull and hope I don't get burned because I am physical, and we don't get burned. I go into my Mandibus predicting his Seismitoad because I wanted to maybe Toxic it, but I guess Tapu Fini is probably a better switch in. So now I'm gonna switch into a Moonblast here. So I'm gonna go into my Alolan Muck just to tank this as he crits me. I am Assault Vest and I take any hit, but that crit really hurts me. Gonna go for a Poison Jab just to do some, show him that I'm not playing around with that thing. And he goes into a Seismitoad. Gonna go into my Mandibuzz on the rocks here, and I'm just gonna defog them away because I can't deal with hazards right now. And I thought he was faster. I actually had like a blunder for a second. I thought Lantern was faster than me for whatever reason. I definitely would have thrown off a Toxic here, but I just looked stupid and Roost for no reason. So now he gets the free switch into whatever he wants. Goes into his Ash Greninja. I have to go hard into my Hoopa on the Ice Beam or whatever, as he's not Ash Greninja, he's Life Orb. So that's a little bit better for me, but not really. I'm just gonna fire off a Hyperspace here, predicting his Pelipper to want to come out, and damage is damage. So I figured he wanted just Roost here and then probably U-turn out. So I'm just gonna Hyperspace again because I'm trying to fish for crits or some kind of hacks, and I get the crit. So I'm like, yes, knocked out his Rain Setter. Maybe I could bring something back. Goes into his Greninja. I need this thing, so I'm gonna go into T-Tar here. So if I had T-Tar at full health, I possibly could have taken that Grass Knot with leftovers, but I'm not really sure the roll, so I don't know if it mattered. But I gotta sack T-Tar there, and in the Hoopa Unbound we go, and we fire up a Gunk Shot, hoping he'd choke, honestly, and go into Tapu Fini. But he never has to go directly into Fini because he has this that can check a Hyperspace once, and then he can, go into Fini after. So just gonna gunk shot here, and now I'm taking sand. It's just bad for me, so I gotta switch out here into my Mandibuzz here as he Mega Evolves and goes for Calm Mind. So I'm glad I went in the Mandibuzz. Gonna fire up a Toxic here so he doesn't, win the game, as he crits me with Scald and burns me. So Mandibuzz is dead, but I did get the Toxic off, so that's what mattered. Gonna go into my Greninja here and just fire up a Dark Pulse. And he goes into Tapu Fini, and he reveals these leftovers, so that's pretty much GG. So I go into my Muck here, and just gonna fire off, I think I fired off a knockoff. No, I doubled out predicting his Seismitoad into my Hoopa. As he goes into Seismitoad, just gonna set up his rocks, which is okay, but I did get damage. Gonna double into my Muck here, predicting his Tapu Fini to come out, and I really needed a poison on this thing if I was gonna win. I needed to poison this, and then I needed to Dark Pulse flinch down his team. So that was what I was thinking at this point, because there was no other way I was beating Tapu Fini, because my way of beating it was Muck, and it's so easily worn down that it's not even really a check to it. So I'm gonna Pursuit here, and I do not get the poison, so that's pretty much GG from here. He goes into a Slowbro, which actually tanked the knockoff or anything like that. Gonna go into my Greninja because I want to get my Ash form, and yeah, he gets the burn, so it's pretty much GG at this point. You can go into Tapu Fini. I go for Hydro, trying to get some more damage off than Dark Pulse would, and it still does nothing. So I'll just skip through a bit, but it was over after that. I go for a knockoff, and Slowbro's dead. Just get a Shadow Sneak, knock him out as he goes into Greninja. Not really sure why I didn't Shadow Sneak. Actually, I was like, let me try and live this, and then I go for Poison Jab, go for Shadow Sneak now, knock him out, and he goes into his Lantern, and I can't do anything. He can Volt Switch out right into his Tapu Fini and just clean up with Moonblast. So GG to Juleocesar. Commend him for bringing a type that I've never even seen him use this generation in replay. So I probably should have just brought what I was comfortable with. And we cop a fat L this week, so yeah, kills save a lot. I try to Calm Mind up. Maybe I could tank and Calm Mind up on it, but no, can't bring anything back. Looking back on it, maybe I should have pressured Sableye a bit more, so that maybe I could knock off the Tapu Fini, and then maybe later on get the poison with Muck, and then possibly win the game. But it was this thing is really hard for Dark to beat, because it's got great defense, it's got great Spadef, and then Moonblast obviously, so you can't really kill it with much. And the only things that Dark has to kill it is easily worn down. So this thing's a huge threat for Dark. So that was week 4. Hats off to Juleocesar. He got me this time, but we're coming back next week. Probably gonna bring some heat next week, and we're not losing next time. So that is the live. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.